Hi everyone and welcome to my Mario Strikers Battle League pre-release Hyper Strike tier list. This is more of a fun video, so don't take this too serious, but we'll try and rank all of the 10 original characters and their Hyper Strikes in this tier list. However, since this is Strikers 3, we also want to make 3 tier lists, right? So I want to go by my limited knowledge of the game, since as I said, this is just a pre-release tier list, so I can't really know how things work in the game since I didn't touch it yet and I have no idea how things go there. But yeah, we will try to make 3 tier lists. One is just based on the looks of it and the other 2 are more technical, so we'll get to that later, but yeah. First one is just by the looks of the Hyper Strikes, how they look, how my impression is. I can't show you the Hyper Strikes here in this video, but you can just like Google them and like watch other videos of the Hyper Strikes. It's not that big of a deal, but yeah. We're gonna start with Bowser. Bowser's Hyper Strike is pretty lame, honestly. So he just fires up the ball and throws it with the hand. And it's a pretty basic shot. It's really anticlimactic and there's nothing going on basically, so it's pretty boring. So Donkey Kong, it's like he jumps up and slams the ball down with a banana shape kinda. I would say it's slightly more interesting than Bowser, but still kinda boring, so I'll put that in B. Luigi is pretty sick, so Luigi is a solid A pick for me because he jumps up in like a spinny jump and he hits the ball like sideways and then makes up a tornado and the ball flies in the tornado and whatever. It looks pretty sick, so I would put that in A. Pretty nice shot. Kinda same for Mario, but I will give it over Luigi, so I'll put him behind Luigi here in the A tier. So Mario is just a basic Hyper Strike, so as always, yeah, Mario is just Mario, you know, so I'll put him behind Luigi this time for, it's just slightly more boring for me, but it's still a good one, like, don't get me wrong. So then we got Peach. Peach is no doubt, it's an S. For me, it's an S. Like, this is way crazier than the Luigi. But yeah, Peach throws up the ball with her hands and then she jumps like sideways and then kicks the ball sideways. Like, I love sideways kicks. It's just so satisfying to look at, and the animation just makes the ball like curve so much when she hits it. It's just so satisfying to look at, and also the heart shape of the shot is just so satisfying to look at. So I would put this in a solid S for me. It's just, this is the highlight of the cast for me. Close behind Rosalina. Rosalina is also pretty sick. Like, she shoots the ball in outer space and then the ball curves around another planet and then comes back and then she jumps up and spins and like kicks the hardest of volleys ever. And yeah, it's a sick shot. It's pretty crazy, but I would just give the edge over Peach here because yeah, the sideways jump kick, that's what gets me here with Peach. So I will put Peach over Rosalina, but they're both pretty crazy shots, so they're solid S for me both. Let's go on with Toad. Toad is like, yeah, Toad jumps up, like Toad calls his homies and they throw him up and then he slams down the ball again from the top, so that's definitely better than Donkey Kong. I would say it's lower than Mario, so I'll put him right there. Waluigi, Waluigi is less cinematic than Toad, so I would say, yeah, even less than Donkey Kong, so I will put him here. He just does this little dance and like eats a rose basically, or sticks a rose in his mouth and then like does a running shot or something. It's not as crazy, so it's just, it lacks the impact for me, so that's why I put him here so low. Then we have Wario. That is, for me, that's a solid bottom pick because he just jumps at the ball and that's it. Like, nothing actually shooting the ball or like no real interaction with the ball itself basically. It's just, I don't know. I find it very boring, so this is solid bottom for me. And then Yoshi, he eats the ball, spits out a giant egg and then slams the egg down to the floor. That's at least more interesting than Donkey Kong, but it's still not as good as calling the homies and like the headbutt in the air from Toad. So I guess this is it for the look. This is the tier list for how the Hyper Strikes look. Okay, so now we want to reset that. And yeah, we put the Boom Boom guy back here in that row. Just ignore that row altogether. And yeah, the second one, as I said, now it gets more technical. Now we want to talk about speed, like how quick does a perfect Hyper Strike. If you hit both of the greens in the charge meter, you get the perfect shot, the unblockable shot. And how quick does that take to get inside of the goal, in the net? How quick can you make goals with that shot? That's basically what this list here is about. I don't know if that's good or bad in the game. We have to see when it comes out. But in case that that it's bad to have a quick shot and you rather want to have a long shot, you can just take this whole list and turn it upside down, and it should work for the other way around. So, but nonetheless, we want to go for the quickest is the best here. So the quicker the better. So let's start with Bowser. It's pretty quick, but it's not the quickest. So I would say Bowser is a solid A pick. He just throws the ball and it's pretty quick. It goes straight to the goal. No interruptions, no shenanigans, nothing. It's pretty basic but pretty quick. That's a solid A. Then we got Donkey Kong. That is insanely quick. It's just from the looks of it, from what I saw in the gameplay, I can't help but put this in S tier because it's so hella quick. It's insane. It's like 1 second from the whole side of the field to the other, or from the middle to the goal basically, or maybe 2 seconds, but it's so quick. It looks damn quick. Alright, so Luigi is very slow. He does that tornado, and the tornado takes so long until it releases the ball. So I would say that's a C. It can barely get worse than that, honestly, like time-wise. Then there's Mario. Mario is also kind of slow, but definitely faster than Luigi, so I'll put him in B. Since Mario is also worse than Bowser in terms of speed, because the ball like circles around and like does this little spiral trajectory, or what you call it, and that takes a while until it gets to the goal, so it's worse than Bowser for sure. So for Peach takes a hell long time, so I would say that's even worse than the tornado. And yeah, it's just that the ball takes so long for that heart-shaped shot, and then until it decides to go for the actual goal. So I'm not sure if that's like before or behind Luigi in terms of speed, but from what I saw, it felt like pretty slow. So I will put Peach behind Luigi here. I don't know. I haven't seen enough footage, I guess, but I'll put that here for now. Then we got Rosalina. Rosalina's basically the same as Bowser, I would say, and maybe, just maybe, slightly faster. From all the footage I saw, it always looked like faster than Bowser's, but we have to see when the game comes out. I can't tell from now, but I kind of have a feeling that's slightly faster than Bowser. But essentially it's the same thing. It's the same shot basically, just ice and fire. It's kind of the same thing. Alright, so now we got Toad. Toad is definitely slower than Bowser, but also slower than Mario. I'll put him here behind Mario. Yeah, it takes a while, but not as long as the tornado. Then we got Waluigi. Waluigi is pretty quick, and I would say he's quicker than Mario for sure, but maybe slower than Bowser. So I would put him right here at the end of the A tier. And then we got Wario. It takes the longest of them all. That's for sure the slowest one. So yeah, it just the ball just gets hit and then like pinballs around the arena and then eventually hits the goal at some time, but it takes so long. All the reflections and whatnot, it takes forever for the ball to decide to go for the goal. So yeah, definitely bottom pick for Wario. Then we have Yoshi. Yoshi is taking some time, but it kind of feels like slightly quicker than Toad and from what I've seen. But yeah, as I said, all this is just pre-release assumptions. We will see when the game comes out. But yeah, this is it for the speed tier. And yeah, that's my list for the speed. And now the next one. So we want to reset once again. Put the guy here, put Boom Boom here. And so the last tier list is gonna be about the rebound. So assuming you do not hit the 2 greens in the charge bar of the shot and you don't get the direct goal, the unblockable. So let's say that you get the blockable and it gets blocked, and then you can like do the rebound shot and you get like 1 goal instead of 2, but at least something. So it's like the backup strat. And yeah, in terms of backup, what is the tier list for the backup shots or for the rebounds? So let's see. Bowser's pretty quick, as I said, so the chances are high that you can reach the ball again, like before everyone gets back up on the field. But the thing is, it doesn't knock down anyone on the field, so if you just shoot straight at the goal and it's pretty quick, chances are very low that you hit anyone in the meantime. So if it just gets blocked, then you can't really do a rebound other than like outplaying the rest of the team there, but they're not interrupted by the shot itself. So it's about the shot here. So I would say Bowser is pretty much one of the worst in terms of rebound. Bowser's just more of the straight goal shooting guy. So yeah, Donkey Kong, that's again, I kind of feel it's S tier because the shockwave that he does like knocks everyone around him through the floor, and I think they stay on the floor. I'm not sure, I haven't seen that yet, but he knocks down such a large area, and yeah, you can just straight up walk to the goal basically. In the meantime, when the ball gets blocked from a goalkeeper, you can just walk there without interruptions because everyone is knocked down from the shockwave. So I feel like it's pretty easy to rebound on that shot. That's why I put this to S. Then we got Luigi. The tornado is pretty slow, but it has a lot of range, and I feel like the rebound abilities of that is pretty good. So I would put that in a solid A. Mario is kind of the same as Bowser, honestly, but slightly more range. So I would put this before Bowser here. He, like, the ball circles around and then that has a better chance of hitting someone in the meantime. As of Bowser's just goes straight and, like, yeah, the opportunity is only when someone stands in that way. Alright, Peach. The heart-shaped shot, that's what's the big deal here. So I would say, I don't know, she's either before or after Luigi. I'm not quite sure. I will put it left, like before Luigi here, because the heart-shaped shot is just fast, and I think you have less of a chance to escaping the heart shot than you can just walk away from the slow tornado. But I'm not sure, we have to see that in practice. But from the looks and from what I feel, I would put Peach over Luigi here. So then we got Rosalina. She is basically has the same shot as Bowser, but in terms of rebound, this is a huge deal because, okay, it's basically the same as Donkey Kong, because there's area of effect when she shoots the ball from her foot, and all around her is getting freezed, and also the goalkeeper gets freezed to the ground. So everything is frozen to the ground, and yeah, when the ball gets blocked, it's so easy. Like, the goalkeeper isn't even unconscious or anything. He's just pinned down to the floor, so he can't do anything. So it's a free goal. When you get the ball after that shot, it's a free goal. And most of the people around, most of the opponent players around the initial shot are also frozen to the ground. So the freezing effect of that is definitely what gets this here over anything else. But as I said, it's all assumptions here. I don't know for sure, but yeah, this is what I think. Then we got Toad. Toad is worse than Luigi for sure, but definitely better than Mario, I would say. So yeah, just right between those two. I would say a solid B. Kind of same as Waluigi, honestly, but Waluigi, I would say, has a better chance of knocking down enemies, so I will put him over Toad here. But I still don't really know how this hedge wall or whatever, the rose wall that he spawns, how that works really, if it's random or not. But yeah, it seems to have a chance to like wrap up enemies in like a rose vines or whatever that is. So they get wrapped up in roses, and yeah, I guess that counts the same as like a freeze basically, or like the hard love attraction thing that Peach has. So I don't know, I'll put him on a solid B, but that's it. Then we got Wario. So for the first time, Wario's not bad this time, because the knockback stuff of his pinball effect, because it lasts so long, the chances are very high that he hits someone and then knocks him down. But still, the shots or the reflections of the shots are very random, or they feel random. So it's not a solid guarantee to get everyone on the field. So that's why I put him so low on A. But yeah, it's still a good A, like still like very high up on the ranking. And then we got Yoshi. The thing is, since it's faster but also random, I would say because of the speed, because it's slightly faster and like kind of has a better chance of freeing up the areas that you need from opponents, I feel that puts him over Wario, because Wario just feels complete random, and this the egg shot is kind of at least going towards the goal or like around the goal, so it clears up everything that is surrounding the goal, so that's good for a rebound, and that's why I put him over Wario here. But basically this is the list for the rebound. This is what I came up with, so we're gonna see how good that holds up when the game comes out. But for now, I want to hear your opinions on this. Did I mess up somewhere? Do you have a different list? Tell me in the comments. And if you want to see me dominate the world, you should also subscribe to my channel to not miss out on that. And you can also join my Discord to hang out with my community and like get updates on background stuff. But aside from that, I wish everyone a good release of Strikers 3, and we will meet again on the battlefield. Hope to see you there. So goodbye.